Okay, we're here with Abby Steiner, Texas Relays, split a 4x4. How'd it feel out there, and just how you doing?
Yeah, it felt great. Good to be back running some relays. Definitely good to be with familiar faces from World Championships last year, especially for that 4x1, just building some chemistry early. So, great atmosphere, great crowd, a lot of fans here, so it's been fun.
What are you focusing on at this meet? There's no individual races, it's just relays. The time doesn't really matter in the grand scheme of things, so what are you kind of focusing on?
I think definitely execution, especially for that 4x1, making sure we're executing those handoffs because we don't get like a ton of opportunities to run together. So making the most of every moment. So just making sure that our handoffs were clean like we practiced. We had a couple days of practice before this. So I think that was my main focus, just making sure I give a good target. And then of course, pass it off to Jenna in the right spot. So,
is there any connection between the relays that go on here and how they ultimately decide upon relays at Worlds?
Honestly, I don't know. This is my first season, being able to run with these girls so early since I was at college last year. So I really am not sure. But regardless, you're running against a lot of the ladies who are going to be in that pool. So it's just great competition, competitive atmosphere for them to gain data on our handoffs and let us know what we need to work on.
You're one of the unique athletes where you're part of a 4x1 and a 4x4.
Yeah.
What's the difference between the vibe and going through and
the pain?
The pain, okay.
Other than that, I think 4x1 is a lot more technical. I guess talking before, a lot more steps, a lot more baton technique. I think 4x4 is maybe more race strategy. Like for me, second leg, I wanted to make sure I was first cutting in and making sure my position was first to give it to Jenna in a good spot. So I guess maybe that's a difference for us, yeah.
Do you still want to be part of the 4x4 moving forward?
Yeah, I'd love to be anything they need me. I don't mind it, honestly. It hurts for 10 minutes and then it's done, but I just learned to embrace it because that's what I need for the end of my 200. So I feel like no matter what I'm doing, 4x1 is going to help my start, 4x4 is going to help my end. It all kind of comes down to that too. So yeah.
Does that mean you're going to run an open to kind of have a time out there?
Coming up?
Or just this year for them to know hey, you can
for
run.
The 4?
Yeah.
I don't know. We don't have anything planned yet, but perhaps in April.
Perhaps in April.
Yes. I think that's when we might do it.
So what do you think it's going to take for you to go from the level of, you had a long season last year.
Yeah.
And you could argue maybe the length of the season you ran from December to August could kind of affect that final month. Mm-hmm. Do you believe that there's going to be something unique where you're going to approach this year compared to Kentucky year?
I think last year more of that fatigue kind of came mentally for me. Just having had such a long season and a successful season, you have a lot of eyes on you. So I definitely felt that pressure at Worlds just to perform, and you're dealing with so many life changes happening at once. You're trying to figure out how to go pro, you're graduating college, you're trying to be the best that you can be. So I think after having gone through that, it just kind of gave me a lot of mental strength and confidence at Worlds, running with the best of the best. You just gain experience every time. So I think now this year it's just about trusting the process, knowing that it is a little bit more training than college. I'm figuring that out because you're not racing back-to-back weeks, multiple events. So really just trusting Coach Hall and making the most of the opportunities I get, because I go to meets and I really only run 1 or 2 events. So it's kind of been fun just getting to really focus on what I'm doing and being present at those meets.
Excited to hit the Diamond League circuit?
Yeah, I think Doha is going to be my first one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I've never been out of the country, so nothing
Do you have a passport?
Yeah, I have a passport. Yeah, I have everything I need. I just never actually done it. I was always playing club soccer.
Okay.
So that is potentially my first one, and then looking to probably do 1 or 2 more before USA's, just kind of gain that experience. But yeah, I'm excited to travel the world.
Cool. Well, have fun in Doha, and we'll see you at your next meet.
Thanks. I appreciate it.